All right, so before I had to go, I was making the synth. I've done some slight modifications to it. I've bit crushed it just a little bit. I've done some EQing to take away this. You can see here. Let that die out. I just wanted to take away the third. So take away the mid signal just a little bit. I mean, it's -6 decibels, but what I've done, as you can see, I've turned the compressor down by 4 decibels, matched the input versus the output, added a little bit of distortion afterwards as well, so it's sort of grabbing the sound and compressing what I've done here. So it's just basically spreading that sound out a bit more too. So it's a little trick to make it even a bit more stereo. Push the stereo signal out a bit more. Now put some reverb on it too. What I'm just doing now is I'm just beefing it up a bit. So what I'm doing is I'm adding a hybrid between more sine wave than sawtooth, an octave below. And now what I'm going to do, I've set that to the same. I've put a filter on it as well. I've got some delay. There's also obviously a chorus on it, so this is the chorus section. Really love this chorus. It's just fucking great. A little bit of reverb. This reverb is just to help push out the delay. You can hear it tail. Well, that's the way I see it, and you can see it here. You can see the bit crushing coming through the audio field. It's pretty cool. I love a gonium, it's awesome. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to basically, I've only got it on 2 voices as well, so this is in case I want to have so when I play a key, I'm just going to have a single note melody, but if I play a key and I want to do something like this, that'll play 2 keys at the same time. If I just had it on 1, it wouldn't do that. Okay, so 2. Now, what I want to do here, I'm going to run this through the same filter. Let's pull that filter across. So the balance is between these 2 filters here. I'm just using one with a low pass 4. Knocked it back just a little bit, gave it some more resonance. Now with this oscillator here, I'm going to put it on a 2 voice because this first oscillator is just here. It's 1 voice, so you don't have to worry about the detune. Same as this one. But for this, we're going to put sort of like some overtones in it. So I think it might be okay at that octave, but we'll just try going up 1 octave. Put it a bit wide for now. We'll just set it about here. So we're going to play with that. Let's go 2 up, so we're here. So you get the idea there. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little bit of something to this. So I'm going to control the pitch of oscillator 3 so that every time I strike one of my keys, it makes it punch out just a little bit more. So the way I do that, I'm going to just grab this, put it to about 45. We can see the value, up here. You just put that up to 45. For now, we'll just run it there for now. Now I'm going to send it to the pitch, and I can affect how much I want to put into it. So as let that die out, so you can hear me clearer. I'll make it very, very apparent. You hear the squelch? So that's a bit too loud. Let's get these plugins out of the way. Yeah. So as this plays, it doesn't really work as a synth here. Like it sort of does and it doesn't, but you've got to have this off. So the best thing to do would be just to let the keyboard have its moment, and then maybe when the hats come in and they do their thing, then we'll start playing around with this. So I'm going to bring that plugins back up. Just set that over there. I want these drums on, and I'm just going to jam for a little bit. And I'm just going to watch the volume as we go. So I'll just drop this down. Hang on. Let that volume fade. So I'm going to get one of these. So this is a FabFilter Pro C. Now I like using my Logic compressor here. However, I find that it's too intricate with sidechaining sometimes. It's good for drums. Because you can sidechain frequencies in different modes, and you know, you can do it to either a sum or peak or whatever. But I just want to sort of set and forget this. So I'm going to sidechain this synth over this keyboard. So I'm just going to go in here, go instrument 7 keyboard. Now the attack's fast and the release is, I probably want the release to be about there. Actually, let's just make this mechanical. Okay, 1, 2, 0, 2. So it's going to be pretty fast. We'll do oversampling. I want the ratio to be about 5. So it's really going to sidechain. So every time I strike a key and I jam, let's put this at about 502. Should be 5.02. Should be right on. Alright, so let's play these two together. So that's about good. So yeah, that's mixed in fairly well. There's a little thing that I did there that not a lot of people do. So a good thing is to, if you've got a very, very powerful reverb, if you can hear that, that's me flicking the pitch bend, just flicking it up like that. So if you play a note, so hear the tap at the end. Doesn't matter where you do it. So hear it bounce. So what a lot of people don't realize is that that reverb is still pushing through, but so is your pitch bending. You see up the top there. See this? That's my input-output signal from my MIDI board. So if I go like this, you're actually affecting the reverb tail too. So that's one way to add a little bit more expression onto your notes. So you could play a basic melody, and then right at the end, even after all the notes, you can throw that little expression on, or you can even modulate it. And you can go through and set the modulation up to do what you want. So this little mod wheel here, you can even play it like half mast, whatever. So yeah, kind of dig this synth. There's one thing, if you're working with Spire, just make sure you're not over clipping here. If you can, if it's like just on it, try and be maybe on that dot. And really think about this X compressor. Last thing I'll say about it is, if you want, there's ways and means to do exactly what this does outside, and that's what I've done in the chain, except I've added bit crushing to it. But if you use this X compressor, right, you need to think about whether or not you want that whole sound that's coming out without it. To be dynamic. So if I just cover half of that, so I'll cover half of this and just watch the sound. So you notice the difference in the peak, the initial peak. Okay, it's much more dynamic without using that and doing it yourself and having it through here. Don't get me wrong, it's good for bass. It's really good to have that bass made that way, but this is not bass. Kind of like that. Let's record that in. Let's get rid of plugins. Whoa. Alright, so we'll quantize that. Let's have a look here. So that's E suspended, D suspended, then an A minor, a G minor, so that should be there. Like that. That's good, that's good, that's good. Then we want... Not bad. I kind of like it. It's a cool chord structure. See how that goes here. Just take sit with these two. Alright, let's make the bass go with it. So I'm going to keep this bass because I like it. I'm just going to duplicate it. So I'll mute that. Now I'm going to grab these. I'm just going to put it. Hang on. Make sure. Okay, so that's 2 octaves above that. What octave is that? Okay, so that's pretty high. Bring this down here. Take them away. Put that up. Copy these. Should be there. So look at this. So this is my arpeggiated bass. This can just go across there. All right. So what you should do with all your patches is try them in an arpeggiator first, if the system actually has it. So I'm not fond of the way that the way the chord structure works with this. So I'm going to jam with this keyboard. So I'll, in a section of the track, I'll jam along with it. So I'll do something like that. Just play with it like that. And then we'll come in with the big maybe. Let's move that over here, get rid of that. So maybe we can jam like this too. Yeah. So, yeah, that's the finishing point for today. I think I'm going to finish this track tomorrow. It's 4 a.m. and I've got some things to do in the morning. So I just wanted to come back after that little break and go over some stuff. If you tune in, you tune in. It's cool. So stay tuned to probably 12 hours from now. I might come back to maybe a mix on night ride, like 4 in the afternoon maybe, and then possibly I don't know. So yeah, maybe in like 17 hours I'll be jamming with this track and we'll go over some more stuff. And then we'll begin to lay everything out. So, yeah. Got all our bits here ready to go. Alright. Let's find OBS. Alright. See you now.